Just as promised, I am going to be delving in deeper into the naming contest, and then we are going to try and have everything done with today, because there's another training, very important one, that I intend proposing to everyone. Now, the moment you get to your dashboard, the very first thing you do is that, in case you don't know how to get to your contest, the very first thing you do is that by the left hand side here, you see under contest, you see your everything relating to contest, and you see here active contest. You click on it, and you click on it, and it will open up. It will take you here to see your various contests, both the active one, the pending one, and the ones assigned to you. Now, a contest could be active, but if it is not assigned to you, you will not be able to do it. So here they are. We have all contests. Now, if you want to remove any particular contest, maybe the one that is no longer necessary, take for instance the one that has pending winner selection, is no longer, you can't do that one anymore, because everything as the competition has ended, they just want to select the winner. So you just close it here, and everything will now refresh. So this is initial, just like that. The pending winner selection, you close it, it will remove from everything. So that's it. We have a total all together of, okay, the one we removed was the assigned contest, which is wrong. We remove the assigned contest. This is the one you should remove, pending, and it will all go down. Now we want to do naming, and all the ones you are eligible for, you see by under it, you see eligible, the number of days left, and the total entries. This doesn't mean the total number of people that have entered, but the total entry. Remember that one person can submit then between 5 to 10, depending on your stage in the platform at that point in time. So we are going to pick one. See, there are several. All what we have here now, basically their name. You see, gaming service. The contest brief is only visible to those creative who sign a non-disclosure agreement, and this is going to pay $200. A non-disclosure agreement is basically asking you that after getting the job done, you are not going to publish it or show that you are the one that actually designed the job. Now, if you have been doing freelancing for some time now, you must have come across that. It's called NDA, non-disclosure agreement. So these are all the naming contests available for now. See, it's been basically screened. Just scroll down, then you pick the one. Today some of them, see, 200, they are like basically all to $200. Catchy name for telehealth nutrition startup, okay, this is 135. You can do as much as 3 to 5 namings a day. No, you just try your hands on them, and you do it the way we are going to do now. There are many Nigerians that are winning it on this platform, SquadHelp, and winning the naming contest. As I told you guys earlier on during the training some months back, this is not what I do to earn income online. This is a zero capital investment. This is not what I do, but many of my students, I taught it because it is working, and many of my students are using it to make money immensely online. And there is a particular aspect of SquadHelp, which is the domain selling platform, which is actually hot right now in the domaining world, and many professionals are considering them. We'll still delve into that. So let's quickly pick one very fast, like the one that if you know you can finish it within 2 days, you pick it. Now this is a gaming service. A contest brief is only visible to those. It's paying 200 naira, so $200, sorry. So let's just check it out, and it was posted 2 days ago. See, the entries are much. If the entries are scaring you, you can just forget about it. If the entries are scaring you, you cannot go for the one that is lower. Like this one was posted 4 days ago, and it has 930 entries, and it's for an international school in India. The contest brief is only visible to those also who signed a non-disclosure agreement. So we could just decide then to pick this, and we click on it. So when you click on it, this page will come up. You will now see the NDA, review and accept NDA. This naming contest is seeking business aim ideas for a preschool. In order to read the brief, you need to agree to the non-disclosure agreements. See, 930 business name ideas have been submitted. Now, there is something you need to understand about naming contest. If you don't know what the contest is about, there is no way you are going to get it right. For instance, what is a preschool? That is, if you don't know what a preschool in a situation like this, if you don't know what a preschool is, all you need to do, everything is online. Just put it online, something like, what is a preschool? And you discover that the answer will just pop up to you. See, what is a preschool? The answer will pop up to you. The network is a bit slow today, so you now see what you are looking for here. You can see what you are looking for. That's what is a preschool. A preschool, also known as nursery school, pre-primary school, or playground. So do you understand now? It's an educational establishment or learning space offering early childhood education to children before they begin compulsory education or primary school. So they are talking about kindergarten now, or nursery school. Do you understand? Or daycare. So it's any of that. It's a preschool. So make sure you understand what you are being asked before commencing. It didn't take me much time. Less than a minute, you have gotten this particular information, though network matters as well. So you now go back, we now know what a preschool is. So you now click on review and accept. You see all what is needed here. You can go through them. They are basically all the same. I'm not going to spend time, because I'm used to non-disclosure, spend time reading it. I'll just click agree, then accept. So you accept it, and that's it. You now see the information that you would need. The purpose of this is to show you, though we have already done this earlier on some months or weeks back, I just want to go over them again because of some of you that are complaining. So everything you need for your naming, I mean basically everything to help you get good results, has been listed on this particular page. The truth is that the company that are giving her the job, they actually want you to get it right. They don't have the time to start. Even if they have the time, they need basically many ideas, naming ideas, so that they will pick the one that best resonates with their business. You don't need to hurry this. You don't need to hurry it. Go through it delicately. Go through it delicately. If possible, you can even print it out. That's why they put it here. You print it out, then you sit down, you pour through it, keep it aside, then you go through it another time and generate this name idea. Now, contest type, naming and company name for international school, that's the project, the title of the project, name of an international school in India, and the type of name is a business name. Then Their brand is a private school in India. Matching domain not needed, meaning that just as we have Microsoft now, the website doesn't have to be microsoft.com or .net or .org, so that the domain doesn't need to match. Do they want a .com URL? No, I am only looking for a name, not a URL. So they are not interested in a domain name, they are interested in the name for their business. Then we have type of business. The type of business that they are looking for: education, preschool, which is preschool, or education and training, general, anything like nursery, daycare, just preschool before they get into the primary school. They tell us about your customers. I'm taking time because of some persons that no matter how you talk fast, they will tell you that they don't understand. Otherwise, all these things are things you could just read on your own and get it and save everyone time. But I'm just going through it meticulously now, so that no one will have reason to complain anymore that they don't know how to do naming. Then tell us about your customers. That's those people that are going to be attended to. Of course, they are going to be dealing, since they are dealing with children, they'll be dealing with parents of young children. Their ages will be between 30 years and 50 years. They will be Indians. They will fall in the top 10% of the income segment. Now they are telling you, the client is revealing all these things, so that when you are giving name, you know that you are not dealing with teenagers. You understand? You know you are not dealing with underage youths. You are dealing with adults, parents, people that are working, probably people that are working, people that are married, because you have to be married or have something similar to have children. Then the additional details is we have background, and they are telling you now the background information about the what they are giving to you. We are starting a new not-for-profit school in India. You understand? And this is a non-governmental organization. It is not for profit. It is a non-profit organization. The school's name will probably be something like X private school. Do you understand? They are giving you information. X international school, X academy. The X is the name you are going to give to them. You can now attach all these things. It's just an example. It doesn't mean that it has to be exactly like this. If you prefer something better, of course they will accept it. Then we are looking for our X. You see, exactly, it is the X that they are looking for. For instance, if the school is named Cognitus Academy, then X is Cognitus. So it is this X that you are going to be researching for, and basically just add academy to it, or international school. Do you understand? Or private school. Then we need someone to help us with 10 suggestions for this X. We need the 10 submission on or before 24th July 2020, and you check that it has already exceeded that date. I think today is 26th if I'm not mistaken, but the competition is still ongoing. And for now, entries that have been rated so far, you see CH entries that have been rated, we have 45. Active entries rated by CH, we have 27. Then currently active, you understand, 873. Entries that have been withdrawn, that's removed totally, we have this 57 of them. Then no thank you, that they don't want at all, have been 27. So far the person has not had love it, like it, or on right track, meaning that you coming down to do this particular name me contest is a good thing, because the client so far has not seen any that he or she likes or loves, or that is on the right track. So far it has been no thank you, he doesn't want any of them. It could be discouraging because we could have a lot of trolls. We just get the name idea, you might not even pick anyone. But that's what freelancing is for you. So we have gotten the background. Then we now have what the name must have. The name, that's X, needs to have the following characteristics. It has to be one word. Now you need to follow this instruction to the letter, and this is basically why many of them will be rejected straight out. If it is two, it doesn't want two words. Like cognitus that he gave as an example is just one word. But if you now have a great children, you understand, I'm just giving as an example, that's a two word for you, which will be rejected immediately because they just want one word. It can't be well known as the name of a person or place. They don't want it to be the name of a place or the name of a person. No, one has to be careful with copyright issues, especially the name of a person. They don't want that. Maybe you are not naming it. Maybe somebody that like Mary Slessor, you not name it Slessor Academy. No. They don't want the name of a person. So it has to be rooted in an English word. It can be rooted in a non-English, meaning that they don't need anything like Latin, Spanish, French, Greek. No, it has to be rooted in English, like panacea, solution. You understand? They want English word. That English word itself may be etymologically rooted in Latin or Greek. That means the root might come from Greek. Understand? Take for instance ciao, which is goodbye, bye is a French word if I'm not mistaken. So it's rooted, but it is used in English. Find it in the English dictionary and stuff like that. So it might have its roots in Latin or Greek. Work is a different matter. For example, connoisseur, exactly like what I'm saying, is rooted in French, but used frequently when writing or speaking English, so it is okay. So the English word has to be relevant to the school education. You see, all these things I'm doing now, they are very, very important. You take your time, you get a book and you are jotting them down. If you cannot print it out, you just jot out all these points. They must have and they must not have. So we now have relevant to the school education, that's features or the developmental outcomes of that institution, of that education for the student. That's the benefit. The English word, again I'm reading it, has to be relevant to the school's education. That's features that have been enumerated earlier, or the developmental outcomes of that education for the student. That's what they are doing, what they intend achieving for the preschool. The English word has to be relevant to their team, to the preschool, to the nursery school, to the kindergarten. It has to be relevant. It shouldn't be out of it. Then the English word has to have weight. It has to be weighty. It has to have meaning. Now it can have several syllables, but it just has to be one word. Like connoisseur, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, like 2 or 3 syllables, but it has what? Meaning. It has to be weighty. So typically nouns meet that criteria, and it has to be intellectual sounding. It doesn't have to be nonsensical. An example of a weighty word is magnitude versus its lighter synonym size. You see, magnitude is weighty, has meaning than just saying size. See, endeavor, see, it has more meaning, effort, weight than just effort. Though they basically mean the same thing as they are synonyms. Then we have some more examples of weighty intellectual sounding English word are ascendancy, cognizant, sapient, virtuoso, visionnaire, profundity, precocious. You see, all these things are weighty. They're even giving you a lot of ideas. All these things are weighty. Now, not because they wrote all those things like precocious, you don't go and put on precocious academy. Of course, they might have considered all these things before they put it up here. Or you now put ascendancy or put visionnaire academy. They kind of make sense anyway, but you do not put all these things that have already been listed here. Then we now have the examples above are not necessarily indicative of the desired name of the school. Just what I just said now before I read it, that they put all these things here shouldn't mean that you should not add them to the name you are giving them. You would outrightly be rejected. They are merely examples of words that sound weighty and intellectual to us. Now, the word should be easy to pronounce. It shouldn't be something that is difficult for the parents, the client the clients. It shouldn't be something that is difficult for the client to pronounce. Then also, it should not be easy to ridicule the word by making a pun or some such things. It shouldn't be something that somebody will just take it and coin it and start making jest of the word, meaning that it should have weight and meaning. It shouldn't be a nonsensical word. Then it is okay for the X to not be an exact dictionary word. It can be an imaginary or made up word that is rooted in an English word. Just as I said earlier on, it could be rooted in Latin or Greek or any of the old languages, but it should have meaning and it should have weight. Now, some examples of such words are determinants, cognita, autoritas, presidium. See, then it can also be a portmanteau like Tech Academy, Ex Celestia, Accenture. Now, anyone you don't understand, you have the search engine there. Just go to the search engine. Don't be lazy. If you are the type that is lazy, then forget about freelance totally. A lazy person cannot do freelancing. So you see it there. It can also be, again, the examples above are not meant to be taken as hints. They are merely illustrative in nature. Now, additional note about the school. Additional note, features of the school: high quality education, English education, global relevant education. Now, these are features. I'm not going to dwell too much. Kindergarten to high school education. Then we have benefits of the student, values of confidence, intentional leadership, persistence, determination, fearlessness, out of the box thinking. You still virtuoso came in the Socratic thinking, from precociousness. From precocious, we have precociousness, artistic excellence, academic brilliance. So these are just additional notes to help you with the naming contest. Then we have school core brand attributes. You have intellectual there, profound, personalized. You just take your time to go through all this. You have prestigious there, upscale, competent, brilliant. Additional keywords for consideration. Now pay attention to these keywords, please. Now we have curriculum here. We have pedagogy, cognitive thinking, attainment, authenticity, benchmark, competence, creativity, formative, holistic, interdisciplinary, knowledge, lighthouse, excellence, metacognition, STEM, discovery, springboard, sapient, legacy, summit, courage, capstone, innovation, radical, transformative, maestro, futuristic, beacon, intellect, personality. There are so many of them, like the book I put in the Telegram group before now. Now go through those materials. If you want to do well with naming contests, you do like 20 naming contests, you might just end up winning one. But if you do 100 naming contests and you do not spend the time to really spend the time to get it right, you'll just be wasting your time. If I open the winners here, you discover that it is majorly Nigerians that learned this thing during this pandemic period that are winning this contest. $200, $300, not be moi. So you now come down here. I myself personally, I'm not interested in naming and logo contest. I don't do this. There are other things that I'm doing that are far more well paying. But if you are just starting up online, you don't want to stress yourself with stuff like email list building and article content generation, marketing, and affiliate marketing and stuff like that, you don't want to stress yourself, then you need to start in places like this. We all, I mean basically persons you see doing well with online businesses, they have done all these things. Pico workers, Fiverr, and SquadHelp, logo contents, freelancing. You need to pass through this stage. These are the things that give you that solid foundation and you become grounded. Otherwise, you just jump into affiliate marketing, you jump into list building, you discover you'll be complaining, you will not get anything, you will not understand anything at all. But when you solidify your foundation with freelancing like this, when you now start getting into the bigger high paying one like list building, list generation, Facebook marketing, it will not drop shipping, it will not be difficult for you at all. So what style or character, we have 25 minutes already, I'm going to pause soon. What style or character should the brand convey? You see, this is very, very, very important. What style or character are they seeking for? Now they need something that is serious, something that is intellectual, profound. Profound means that it needs to have weight, something that is personalized to what? The nursery, the kindergarten to children. And then we are looking at visionary, brilliant, competent, upscale, prestigious. You see, all these things, they have listed it before in features and they are listing it again, meaning that is something that is very, very serious. And the primary country is India, and all these things that we are talking about, the nursery school is going to be in India. You need to bear this in mind. It is very, very important. Even though they say it's international, they could have branches in other places, but their primary foundation, the head office, the main domain of the business is going to be in India. Then try to incorporate these keywords or ideas in the name. Then they say please see the brief below. So maximum number of letters, I don't have a preference. We are talking about letters like now. Amazon is a single word. The letter is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 letters. So even if the letter, it doesn't have any preference for the number of letters. But that doesn't mean that you should go and bring a name like Makuli Kudi that is very, very long. Remember, it has to have weight and it has to be serious. So preferred style of name is open. This client is open to any preferred style of name. Now we are going to take the time. I'm going to show you how you research this name. It is all in Google. You can do all these things in Google. Just you don't know the meaning of a preschool, you go to Google, you check it out. If you don't know the meaning of a preschool, that means you don't know what the contest is about, and you just read up all these things and just choose a name for them, you are going to be rejected outright. So open to all. Preferred type of name, real word, just like Apple, Amazon and Adobe. Then made up ones like Zumba, Mibo, Prazo. We are going to see how you can turn up all these names. You can get them easily. Then we have phrases like stumble upon. It's still one word. Stumble upon is still one word. It has several letters and syllables in there. Simplify is still one, has 2 syllables. Stumble upon, 2 syllables. Park and ride, 3 syllables, but they are still all one word. Then compound words, we have WordPress, we have Facebook, we have Snapchat. So these are the format. Now because of the time, the concluding part of which I'm going to show you how you do the research. We have gone up to like 29 minutes now because of uploading. I'm going to stop here. Now when you pick up a naming contest, all these things I've just done now, if you have a printer, print it out. You don't have a printer, get an exercise book. Even I myself, when I'm doing stuff and researching, I do get an exercise book. I have a long one, I have a short one, and I'll write out all those key points. Now what you do, if you are serious, nobody is going to force you to make money. You can complain and there's a platform I am now presently, and I paid 40,000 naira to get in there. You can come and see the complaint. People paid 40,000 naira, but they don't understand anything at all because they don't have foundation. They have not taken the time to build up, to solidify their foundation. So they are going to be having problem. And because Nigerians, they are very, very greedy. Human beings, not just Nigerians, humans are greedy by nature. They will just see $200 to say, $200. If I can do like 50 a day, they will just multiply the money, $200. Okay, out of 50, even if it's only 5 I get. See, that is greed. So they don't take the time to really do it. Just as we listed everything out now, they will just rush and do everything, and they will not win any single contest. And they're not saying that it is scam. What Boss or God told us is not happening. We are not making it here, and nothing. They keep on complaining. Whereas here on the Telegram group, I am telling you, there are persons that with you, they studied all these things and they have won 2 contests already. That's $400. With just even $100, the meager 2,000 naira you invested, you have even from Pico workers. So let us all sit tight and get this right. So I'm going to stop here now. We are going to continue. Thank you.